Good morning, my dear student and my friends. Today we are going to learn about demand curve. What is demand curve? In our previous session, we discussed about demand, demand and quantity demanded, and demand schedule. So today we will discuss about demand curve. What is demand curve? When we talk about demand curve, you also know about demand and demand schedule. We we also know when we go for demand schedule, there is a various price and various quantity demanded. So a tabular presentation of demand is demand schedule. We already discussed about this. But when we talk about demand curve is a graphical representation of demand schedule. I am saying demand curve is a graphical representation of demand schedule. So that reflects which reflect the relationship between different possible prices and different quantity demanded. We already discussed about in demand and demand schedule, so no any problem to learn to understand. So main thing is there very simple. What is demand curve? Demand curve is a graphical representation of demand schedule. We know what is demand schedule. Demand schedule is a tabular presentation of demand which reflect various possible prices and various quantity quantities demanded. So it should only go for demand curve is a graphical representation of a demand schedule. That's final. Let's go. What is a graphical representation? When we go for make a diagram on graph, any text, any data, any value we present on graph, that's a graphical presentation. So you are saying there is a table that reflects price and quantities. That is a demand schedule. We can say demand schedule. We already discussed about. So this demand schedule we are going to present on graph like this. We can say this is OX axis and this is OY axis. In OX axis there is quantity demanded and there is prices. price. So 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. And here is minimum. You should have a knowledge of taking scale and their parameter. So 50, 100, 150 and 200. 50, 100, 150 and 200. So there is a price is 5 rupees per unit. So demand is 200. That's point. And after that 10. So there is 150 in front of 10. And after that 15. There is demand 100. After that 20. There is 75 and 25, 50. We draw a line that is demand curve. So you will be understand what is demand curve. So I repeating again, demand curve is a graphical representation of demand schedule. So there is a demand curve and its slope is downward. Why? Because that is a relationship between price and their demands, that is adverse relations between price and demand. When price increase, demand decrease. When price decrease, demand increase. So that's happening here. I think you will be understand what is demand curve and how we make demand curve on graph as a diagram. So that is a simple topic. No, they are complex. At last, I am requesting to you, if you are learning with me about economics and its topic we already discussed in our previous video. If you are understanding, so I am requesting to you, like it, share it, and subscribe my channel, and also click on bell icon so I can deliver my thoughts, my knowledge of economics and commerce to you. Thank you so much, my friends and dear student.